I'm not going to say 100%, but I would bet about 99% that I would be correct about that. What is up, people of the internet? Today, we are going to do Ne Obliviscaris, I think is how you would pronounce that. The song is And Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope, live in Colorado, 2016. This has been a high request from you guys, so thank you for leaving your suggestions. Also, thank you all you guys for all the support on the channel. The couple of live streams that I've done. If you haven't checked those out, go check them out. People from all over the world, in Finland, Australia. It's crazy to me that people are watching my videos from around the world, spending time with me. It really, really means the world. Seriously, seriously, thank you guys. You guys have been asking me to do this band for quite a while now, so finally got around to it. I'm excited to hear it. You guys have said it's pretty unique. If you're new here or maybe just haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. Name's right there. I'm an actual photographer as well, so you won't be bombarded with selfies or actual decent pictures. And I post stories and stuff, behind the scenes sort of things, and stories every single day. So if you haven't yet, check me out on Instagram. And if you guys like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has. Let's hop into this.
So as I said before, we are Ne Obliviscaris. We come all the way from Melbourne, Australia. We have been wanting to come here to the US for so long, and it's just absolutely amazing to have so many of you here early to see us. So thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it. We have one more song for you guys tonight, but before we get into that, over in that back corner over there is our merch desk, and about 5 minutes after this show, we're going to be hanging out over there. So
self-promotion.
Say hello, and we will do our best to come back and see you guys again as soon as we can.
Okay, did you hear the kick drum right there? That is exactly what I'm talking about whenever I say a punchy kick drum.
It's called And Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope.
Okay, before this even really gets going, holy shit, really like that. Okay, I can tell already this is going to be a band that I'm probably going to like. I really like the technical aspect of what they're going for. The drummer, he's got the hi-hat on the left side like normal. He also has a hi-hat right here on his right-hand side. In that drum beat right there, he hits the left one and the right one. Really like how intricate all this kind of is so far. The music, I thought it was going to come in heavy, so that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Has kind of an odd, unique, especially with the violin in the front, but super cool so far. distortion sound on the guitars, not very good to me. I don't know if it's just the actual recording of this or not, but it's kind of like they've got too much gain on it or something. How it gets like that fizzly type sound on the high end. That's not normally what you want for a distortion on a guitar. And for being as intricate and precise as their music is, I'm wondering if that is just the actual recording of this. Without having heard anything else from this band, and this being a live recording, I'm going to probably guess that that has to do with the recording of this. Another bassist that plays with his actual fingers instead of a pick, if you didn't catch that. Really like those headless basses too, those look pretty cool. I like how the energy just like picked up in this part right here they just went into. It sounds like an epic swell to the music right here, to me.
Thank you guys so much. We're Ne Obliviscaris. We'll see you guys next time.
This is a really cool part. Almost guarantee you the drummer's kick drum has been triggered. If you don't know what a drum trigger is, it's whenever, like, the kick drum's a circle, and on one side of the kick drum you would have this little electronic device. It's hooked to some sort of sound. Whenever that little electronic thing on the side registers that something has hit it, it triggers that sound effect to go off. That's probably why the sound of the kick drum sounds so punchy, especially whenever he's doing such fast double kicks. If you listen, every single hit has the same intensity. That normally doesn't happen no matter how good of a drummer you are, unless you've got your kick drum triggered, which is completely fine. I'm not one of those people who are against triggers. Whatever helps you play the best and makes the sound the best, that's completely fine with me. Just an observation, because usually when someone plays in a very fast way, some of the hits will be a little bit harder, more impactful than the others. Some will go a little bit lighter, and if you listen, every single hit that he's doing has the same intensity and the same exact sound to the kick drum, which would make sense that I pointed out in the very beginning of this, before the song even started, that is the sort of kick drum sound that you would want. That's because it's an electronic kick drum sound that's being triggered by him hitting his kick drum, if that is the case. Not going to say 100%, but I would bet about 99% that I would be correct about that. Really like the violin playing in this. That's just super, super unique. The screamer's voice isn't the best I've ever heard. He's probably the weakest link of this band. For me. Just me, my preference. I like the violin player's singing voice as well. That kind of matches the whole vibe that they're going for. The guitar tone in this recording specifically, I don't really care for as much, just because you can't hear all the detail of what they're playing, and it really sounds like they are one of those detail-oriented bands. Probably going to check out something by them, a studio version of it, just to hear more of the detail. Maybe this song, since I've already listened to it, listen to the actual studio version after this, check it out and kind of compare the detail of the actual guitars. Other than that, what they're playing on the guitars sounds super, super good. The drummer, obviously fantastic. So far, really, really cool, really like it. This whole part that they went into, the second half of the song basically, has been my favorite by far. What he's doing right there is super difficult, by the way, on the guitar. It's called 8-finger tapping, where you're playing things normally with your fretting hand and you're also tapping the strings and doing different things. Super, super difficult, super technical to be able to pull that off without having all the other strings like ring out and make weird sounds. That's impressive. bassist, still kicking ass. He went up there and did the same sort of thing, that step down thing that he's been playing. He went up and did it on the high strings, an octave up. That was super cool in the background. The drummer, I don't know how his legs haven't fallen off yet. I still am going to say that the screamer is the weakest link in this band. His voice for me just doesn't fit quite as well as all the other elements that they've got going on. Like that.
Never let me hear you!
I really like that last part that they threw in there as well with the like almost breakdown. So first reaction to this is I really like it, and I would really like to hear more detailed version of this. It wasn't a horrible sound quality by any means, but that little high fuzziness to the distortion on the guitars in this, it kind of got rid of some of the detail of what they were playing. You could tell that they were playing super intricate things. It wasn't as good of a distortion sound for that. So I'm probably going to look up a studio version of this, get a better opinion of their overall sound. But everything I've said so far kind of still true to the end. In my opinion, they would almost sound better with just the clean vocals. A lot of bands, I don't like saying that sort of thing, but in this band, I almost think that with only the clean vocals, it would have worked a little bit better. Especially on a song like this, it's so intricate and has so many different things going on. I could see this working with just the clean vocalist. Overall, really liked it all. Really liked the drummer, really liked the guitars, really liked the bass. He seemed like a really kick-ass player. The violin added a unique element to it. You definitely don't hear that very often. The guy had a pretty good singing voice as well. I think that this song probably would have lended itself a little bit better to only having clean singing rather than having screaming in it as well. Just to me, that's just my personal preference on this song itself. I don't mind screaming whatsoever. His voice is the only thing in it though that didn't feel like it fit naturally with what they were doing. Thank you guys for suggesting them. Definitely going to go check out a studio version of this song. Hopefully hear the more intricate parts a little bit more clear and get a clearer idea of what they're going for. Appreciate all you guys watching. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has, and I'll see you in the next video.